Amigos, así es. Hoy os vamos a contar la historia del día que Conor McGregor apareció en mi gym. Ese es el título, pero no apareció en el mío, apareció en el de este hombre. Joe, how are you? Man,
I'm good, Gonzalo.
You are a number one person in BJJ world right now because of a surprise thing. How was to have Conor McGregor in your gym? By no reason.
Yeah, well, it was a complete surprise. You know, if you can imagine, we have new people and as we're in Mallorca, our dojo, we have new people, tourists come in all the time, visitors visiting all the time. And it's a normal, hello, how are you? Yes, of course, come and train with us. And we were all sitting around, just waiting. We were about to start the class. I was actually a minute or two late starting the class, and I was just sitting down. I was about to get up and tell everybody to get up against the wall to start the class. And in walks Conor, just walks straight in, kind of going, "Hey, how's it going? You know, hi, really nice, big smile." And he, and so I did like a kind of a double take, like, you know, I didn't believe it, really. I mean, I really didn't, because he looks different. He's a big guy, you know, big guy. He actually has a really big head. I didn't realize how big his head was, and the back of his neck and his shoulders and everything. He's just physically a very put together, physically kind of build. And so, but he's been on the island. Everybody, it's big news in Mallorca lately, because he's on the island. He's been sighted in different places. You know, I kind of thought we might be seeing him, but
every time he is in Spain, I have like 10 private messages telling me he's there. You can take a fly and go there and try to interview, and it's like, it's not working like that, man. And also, I want to ask you, how big do you think he is right now? Which is his weight, do you think?
Well, I think I've gotten that question a lot. I want to say he could be 90 kilos. And he's, you know, I'm about 5'8", and he's about 1 inch taller. So, well, 5'8", what's that centimeters? I'm 173. Maybe he was 176. So he's maybe that much taller than me. But yeah, his shoulders are really wide, honcho, right? And from the front, you can see the photos. From the front, he looks, but from the back, you can really see his whole back goes down like this. He's built like a triangle, right? But his shoulders are massive. You know, I rolled with him. He gave me some good pressure. His side control is really good. His Jiu Jitsu is really, really good. He was, you know, his trainers were there. I was talking to them, you know, about what they wanted to do, because he walked in, and I said, "Well, what, you know, what do you want to do?"
Did he walk alone?
No, he walked in about eight.
How much
eight
people
guys
was with him?
I'd say maybe 8 guys, yeah, and a couple Range Rovers, and 8 guys, and his security team is really nice, you know. And he had his trainer, and, you know, just some people to look after him. And so they're these guys with kind of headsets on, hanging by the front door, and the students are walking in like, what is happening? One of them even sort of said, like, what's going on here? The president, you know, you hear something like that, the prime minister. And so I said, well, Conor, you know, what do you want to do? You want to work on something special? Because I mean, I'm here with the class. I mean, the class is all blue belts and white belts, right? And there's a couple people, it's like they're still in their trial period for the dojo. Like, you know, do I want to join jiu-jitsu? It's their first day, their second day, something like that. What?
Were there any first day students there?
On that day, no, but there was a guy that it was his second day or third day.
Wow, imagine that situation. Your second day, no Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't know who is Conor McGregor.
No, he did. I think he figured it out pretty quickly. And so I said, Conor, what do you want to do? Do you want to do something special? Or, you know, because normally if I knew he was coming, I would have set something up, had a few more brown and black belts, which we have. And but we just had a normal kind of almost a beginner class going. So he said, I don't care, you know, let's do whatever you want. And I'm thinking, well, I'm not gonna just teach a class to Connor. And what is he gonna be? Is he gonna be my assistant? Because that's normally a guy that's a high level comes in, you use them as your assistant to demonstrate. And I said, look, why don't we just have a fun warm up? We'll put some music on. We'll get warmed up, and then we just have an open mat, right? An open mat is just sparring time. And so that's what we did. It's also really hot in the dojo right now, right? We don't have air conditioning. Most dojos don't like it anyway, just because the air. It's nice to have it hot. We had some big fans that kind of moved the air around, but it was, you know, it's the middle of August, and inside the dojo, the humidity goes way up.
Yes,
40 degrees.
Summer classes are horrible. Well,
It's
at
hard.
least you didn't wear the gi that moment.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true. They're both hot anyway. It was you know, it's the same thing. But so that's what we did. So we rolled, and of course we have a few blue belts, a couple English blue belts and British blue belts that are hanging out, and their eyes are like, I can see they all want to roll with them. They all want to roll with them. So I did the first roll, and you know, we just had a light roll, a fun roll, nothing crazy. I mean, no, you know, I kind of talked to the guys, and you know, guys, we're not, you know, he's here to just have a little workout, right? He's not here to.
This is not the ego part. Today is not the ego day.
He was just there to have a fun workout. He's not in a camp, you know. He's just having a fun workout. And so he sparred 5 rounds, and you know, 5 lucky guys got to roll with him. I kind of picked them out, the people to roll with, and that's how it went, you know.
I want to know how is growing BJJ Mallorca, because you were telling me there were for sure typical blue and white belts. It's the most classical kind of people that is in BJJ gyms. How is growing BJJ Mallorca? How is going in your gym, in your dojo?
Well, it's growing a lot here. You know, Mallorca wasn't known for jiu-jitsu before, really. There's a few schools. They're great schools. You know, the Canaries has probably got the most black belts. It always has. Maybe because it was closer to Brazil, probably something like that. This summer, I didn't even take a holiday vacation because, you know, I've been working so much with what we're doing. We've got this big festival in October. It's called the Mallorca BJJ and Yoga Festival. It's at the end of October. We rent the entire Grand Melia de Mar Hotel, the whole thing. For 5 days, and we have all these instructors and yoga instructors and Wim Hof ice bath training, meditation. And so that's keeping me really, really busy because it's only about 2.5 months away. So I had originally planned to take a holiday, go sailing, and I wasn't even going to be there on that Tuesday.
You were lucky that day.
Yeah, and I'm just you know, the dojo's growing, the festival's really, really busy. So I guess I got a little lucky there, and it was a good thing I came to class to do that, and got to meet him and roll with him, which was really cool, you know?
Well, it's good to hear that. For all the people that is viewing this video, can you repeat the day that we will have in this festival, this competition?
Yeah, well, the festival is the 26th of October for 5 nights. I mean, if you've ever seen the Grand Melia de Mar Hotel, it's the best. I think it's the best hotel in Mallorca.
It sounds expensive.
It's not that bad because it's October.
Okay.
Right, so it's also not so hot, right?
Okay.
Maybe 21 degrees, something like that. But yeah, there's all kinds of camps and jiu-jitsu retreats, and they're all usually pretty inexpensive, right? Not very expensive. But this one is a little bit more because I wanted to make one where if you have a partner that doesn't care about jiu-jitsu, right? A lot of guys have a partner that they don't want to go to some camp, their girlfriend, their wife, they don't want to go to some camp. But this place, they have beautiful Bali beds, so you can go do your jiu-jitsu, but also have a really good holiday. That's the idea. And it's good. We're 70% sold out. And so it's fantastic. I mean, COVID was horrible for jiu-jitsu schools, right? And jiu-jitsu business.
Yes.
You know, all of a sudden you can't do anything. You can't make a living, and it was just dead. So we survived, we fought through it. and we're here to partake in the, I guess, the new economy. And so it's looking good. It's really looking good. We're happy with that.
It's nice to hear that. We will return the McGregor topic because everybody has questioned McGregor BJJ in the past. What did you think about McGregor BJJ in the past?
Well, a lot of people have asked me that, because I think in the media they say that, oh, his jiu-jitsu is not that good and all this. It's great. I mean, he's definitely a black belt level. I think technically he has a brown belt, but his level is black belt. If he concentrated only on jiu-jitsu, he'd probably be amazing. He's working on all the modalities at all the time. He's a great boxer, great kickboxer. But just to roll with him, he's at a black belt level, for sure. There's a couple positions where I was in where I'm kind of coming. There's some points where I'm trying to come under, and there's sport jiu-jitsu, fun jiu-jitsu, and then there's MMA jiu-jitsu. They're two different things.
Yeah, for sure.
And so there's so many places where you get punched in the face 1,000 times, like going for legs and all these kinds of things. So I know that, he knows that, we all know that. So he's got very heavy hips. He's good at dropping his hips. That's a very so that I can tell quickly. Been a black belt for about 5 years myself, and so I can tell when a guy has good pressure. And I bet his defensive wrestling's fantastic. We didn't really stand that much, and I think they've said that about him just because it's like he lost to Diaz and Khabib, but they're just also amazing grapplers too.
For sure.
And so it's okay. That's going to happen sometimes. And I think that I would say his grappling is as good as anybody else's in MMA, to be honest.
Did he pull guard in any time? Like being a guardero?
I pulled guard first, just to feel that. And I think I was in guard most of my round with him. But we were going light. Like, I think we weren't going too hard. He played guard with some of my other guys playing around. There's like a butterfly guard. Yeah, he's having fun. He's just there having fun.
And now that you know that he has a black belt BJJ level, should we or every people relax and try to don't judge the BJJ practitioners that fights in MMA? Because at the end of the day, they are very good at BJJ. And I'm a blue belt. Yeah. I'm a blue belt that I'm having some bad words on McGregor BJJ.
Right. Yeah. No, exactly. All the guys at the top level at the UFC are pretty much black belt level. I mean, their modality might not have belts. Like if you look at somebody like Khabib, he's easily a black belt, but technically he's a white belt in jiu-jitsu. So I he doesn't train jiu-jitsu. I mean, Sambo is very similar. They put it all together. Sambo and jiu-jitsu were all one at one time anyway. It's grappling. Yes. So, but they're all, you can't be in the UFC in the top 20 without that level. And it might be a different type of jiu-jitsu, right? There are some guys that play guard and they're effective with that because, that's how they deal with being on their back. And then there's some guys that just know how to turtle and get up really fast. That's a guard too. So whether you're playing guard or you have the ability to get back up, like Khabib probably, like he could probably get back up really, really quick. You don't have to have that guard. So whatever works, if it's grappling, whatever works in MMA, it's effective. Then you have to give them credit for that,
Well, here is my last question. Which were your thoughts the last couple of minutes of that day when you were resting in your bed? Like, damn it, what happened today?
Yeah, well, you learn a little bit more about how the world of online media works, right? Because I just thought he was coming to train. It was a cool experience. I had not thought about all the people that were going to message me, all the tags and the growth of, your Instagrams and things like that. People wanting to talk about the experience. So it wasn't expected. It's a very cool experience. It was just, I admit I don't normally get starstruck when I see a famous person normally, but I guess it's because he was coming into my place and he was really gracious and really respectful and really a nice guy. And so it was just a pleasant all-around experience. You know, I was a fan before, but I'm a bigger fan now, I would say. So yeah, that was my feeling there. He didn't, like I said, he never called. I did see a missed call from earlier, and it was them, because I got his security details. His head of security got my number, and so when I was putting it in my phone, I realized that he'd called earlier. Now, I don't think they were calling to say, "Hey, Conor McGregor's coming in," because they told me, they said, "Hey, you know, we didn't know who you were. If we call in advance and say, hey, he's coming," then 1,000 people will show up.
Yes.
Right. And so we just didn't want a lot of people to show up, and which I'm glad too, because it would have been, you know, there's these old ladies outside. After he trains, you know, there's in Spain, right? These little old ladies with the carts.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And he's standing out there trying to cool down. He's covered in sweat and he's outside. And these little old ladies are going around him like, "What's this guy doing here?"
With the tattoos.
British guy, get out of here, you know. You know, so it was kind of funny. And he's like getting out of the way, you know. So, you know, they had no idea, some of the people on the street, right?
Do you think he will return any day? The next year, today, this month?
Oh, I think he. I don't know. I mean, I've got the details of their people. If we want to set up something a little more private and confidential with some maybe higher belts. He is on vacation, but you know, I told them that we're there to help out anytime he wants, to set up private trainings if he wants to work on things in the grappling arena. And but you know, he is on holiday. I think he really likes Mallorca. You know, he's been on his boat, traveling around Ibiza, Formentera, I think. And you know, I imagine he's probably thinking about maybe getting a place here. At least I would. I mean, it's, you know. So who knows though? I don't really know, but I hope he comes back. We've trained with some of his other people, with his team. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
I hope that happen again. Maybe in a private fashion, but it will cool for you. It will cool for Jiu Jitsu in Spain and in Mallorca too. Joe, it was an honor. It was a pleasure.
Yeah, pleasure's all mine.
I will tell you when this realized. Thank you for being here now in Spanish. Espero que os haya gustado esta historia. Espero que hayáis visto lo que le pasó a Joe. Desde luego que no todos los días te encuentras a Conor McGregor en tu gimnasio. Y espero que le deis un buen like y que comentéis lo que vais a ver, lo que os ha parecido este vídeo y qué opináis ahora del Jiu Jitsu de Conor McGregor. Nos vemos. Chao, 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 chao.